Archangel Michael commands, "Open this immediately." Pause for a moment. Why do you think these words have reached you right now, in this exact moment of your life? It is not random. It is not coincidence. It is not an accident. Something far greater is at work. A force moving silently in the background of your destiny. And today, Archangel Michael has stepped forward with an urgent revelation about your soulmate. A truth that heaven has held hidden until now. You may have felt it already. The restlessness, the sleepless nights, the questions in your heart that no one around you seems able to answer. Who is my true soulmate? Where are they? Why does my soul ache with this emptiness? And yet, no matter how many times you try to push these questions aside, something keeps pulling them back into your thoughts. That, beloved soul, is the divine whisper of destiny. And Archangel Michael is commanding you today, do not ignore it any longer. Heaven has revealed something extraordinary. There is a hidden truth about your soulmate, and until now, it was kept veiled behind the mysteries of time. But today, the veil is being lifted. The message you are about to hear is not general. It is not random advice. It is not something written for everyone. No, this message has been carved in heaven's eternal light, written with divine intention, and sealed until the moment your soul was ready to receive it. And if you are hearing this, it means that moment is now. Long before you were born, before your first breath, before your very heartbeat began, heaven designed a plan. In this divine plan, your soulmate was already chosen. Two souls, intertwined in eternal agreement. Two lights, created to recognize each other, no matter how many lifetimes it takes. Your soul and theirs carry the same spark, a vibration that mirrors one another. That is why, even now, you may feel incomplete. It is not because you are broken. It is because the other half of your soul's echo is walking somewhere in this world, waiting for the moment heaven aligns you together. Think about those moments when you've looked up at the night sky, the stars stretching endlessly above you, and in your heart, you felt that quiet longing that someone, somewhere, was also looking up, feeling the same unexplainable pull. Have you ever experienced that sudden wave of emotion, where you think of someone you haven't even met yet? That sense of familiarity with a stranger? That invisible magnet pulling your heart in a direction you can't quite understand? That, dear one, is your soul remembering. It is your eternal bond trying to awaken within you. Archangel Michael says, do not dismiss these signs. Do not ignore this calling. You were guided here because heaven is preparing you for a revelation that will change everything. Heaven has seen your tears. Heaven has heard your prayers. And heaven knows that you are ready. This truth about your soulmate is being unveiled so that you may finally step into alignment with what was always meant to be yours. But here is what you must understand. Your soulmate's truth has been hidden for a reason. There were lessons you had to learn. There were wounds you had to heal. There were moments of strength you had to build before you could carry the love that was destined for you. Archangel Michael says, love is not just a feeling. It is a divine assignment. Your soulmate is not just a person who makes you happy. They are a mirror of your soul. They are the one who will awaken your highest purpose. They are the one who will help you remember why you were sent to earth. Before I go deeper, pause here for a moment. Let yourself feel this truth in your chest. If your soul is resonating, it means Archangel Michael has chosen you to receive this sacred message. Stay with me until the end, because every word that follows is a piece of the divine puzzle. And as the pieces come together, you will understand why you were called here today. Now listen carefully. Heaven has revealed that your soulmate is closer than you think. This is not some faraway dream, not a distant fantasy, not a love that exists only in your imagination. The energy of your soulmate has already entered your life's field. Even if you have not met in person, even if you do not recognize them yet, your souls are already reaching for one another in the unseen realm. Every time you feel that sudden wave of longing, every time you sense that something or someone is missing, it is because your soulmate is thinking of you, too. Yes, beloved, the bond is two-sided. You are not the only one searching. They are searching for you, too. Archangel Michael says, "The time has come. The truth is no longer hidden. Your soulmate's energy is drawing nearer, and heaven is aligning your paths. This is just the beginning. In the next part, I will reveal the signs that Archangel Michael says you must look for, the undeniable signals that will prove your soulmate is stepping into your life. Do not ignore this. Stay and listen, for what comes next may change the course of your destiny forever." Take a deep breath, because what you are about to hear carries a sacred vibration. It is not just information, it is confirmation. Archangel Michael wants you to know that your soulmate is already sending signals, gentle whispers of their presence, and if you pay attention, you will recognize them. These are not ordinary signs. These are divine markers that heaven has designed to guide your path. The first sign often comes through dreams. Have you noticed lately that you are dreaming more vividly? Perhaps faces you don't recognize, eyes that seem familiar, voices calling your name. These dreams are not random images from your mind. They are glimpses of the soul connection that is trying to reach you. Sometimes you wake up with your heart racing, as if you have just met someone real. That is because you did. Your soul was touching theirs in the spiritual realm. Another sign comes through synchronicities. Numbers repeating, like 1111, 222, or 717 appearing when you least expect them. A song playing on the radio at the exact moment you were thinking about love. A stranger's words echoing the very thoughts inside your heart. These synchronicities are not coincidences. They are breadcrumbs from heaven, reminding you that your soulmate's energy is drawing near. And then there are those unexplainable feelings. Moments where your chest suddenly feels warm, or your body shivers for no reason. Times when you feel as though someone invisible is standing close to you. That sensation is not your imagination. It is the pull of your soulmate's spirit, gently brushing against your energy field, reminding you that you are not alone in this longing. Archangel Michael says, "Pay attention to your heart's whispers, because they are the compass that points toward your destined one." You may have already crossed paths with this person. Perhaps you noticed them briefly, a stranger whose eyes locked with yours for only a moment, yet you felt something stirred deep within you. Perhaps they passed you by in a place you frequent, and you felt an unexplainable sense of recognition. Do not dismiss these encounters. They are small sparks from a greater fire waiting to ignite. Your soulmate is not just someone you will love. They are someone your soul already knows. That is why when you meet them, it will feel less like discovering and more like remembering. Your heart will whisper, "Ah, there you are. I have been waiting." Think of the times when your heart suddenly felt heavy, when you longed for something you couldn't explain. Those were the moments when your soulmate's soul was calling out to yours. The distance between you is not silence. It is filled with invisible threads of longing. And every longing you feel is being mirrored on their side as well. Now listen carefully. Archangel Michael warns that not everyone who comes into your life is your soulmate. Some are lessons. Some are distractions. Some are placed on your path to help you grow, so that when your true soulmate appears, you will be ready. This is why it may have felt like heartbreak after heartbreak. Why people who seemed so right turn out to be so wrong. Heaven was not punishing you. It was preparing you. Every tear you shed has watered the soil of your destiny. Every disappointment carved space in your heart for the love that is coming. And now, Archangel Michael says the preparation is complete. The energy of your soulmate is approaching, closer than you realize. Imagine for a moment that somewhere, right now, your soulmate is also feeling restless. They too are questioning. They too are asking heaven, where are they? When will I find them? And just as you have been guided here to hear this message, they are being guided in their own way. Heaven is working behind the scenes, aligning the threads that will soon bring you face to face. But Archangel Michael gives you a warning. If you close your heart, if you doubt too deeply, you may miss the gentle knock of destiny when it arrives. Do not let fear or past wounds blind you to the love that has been chosen for you. Instead, prepare yourself. Open your spirit. Walk in faith, not in fear. Because when your soulmate appears, you must be ready to receive them fully. Take a pause here. Feel the words echoing in your soul. If you sense your heart beating faster, if you feel that warmth spreading inside, know that this is not imagination. This is confirmation. Your soul is resonating with the truth because heaven has chosen you to hear it. In the days to come, you may notice the signs intensifying, the dreams becoming more vivid, the synchronicities becoming more frequent, the emotions becoming stronger. Do not dismiss them as chance. Archangel Michael says these are the signals of alignment, the countdown before destiny reveals itself. And when you finally meet, it will not be like fireworks exploding, though passion will be there. It will be like peace, a sense of home, a feeling that you can finally breathe as if your soul has been holding its breath for lifetimes and is now exhaling in relief. That is how you will know. Archangel Michael is commanding you. Do not ignore this message. For heaven is already moving pieces in your favor. The right time, the right place, the right moment. It is already being prepared. This revelation may be shaking your spirit right now, because part of you has always wondered if this was real. And now, heaven is confirming. Yes, your soulmate exists. Yes, they are seeking you. Yes, you are destined to meet. And yet, this is only the beginning of the revelation. Because Archangel Michael also says there are powerful obstacles that have been standing in the way, forces that try to delay, distract, or block the union of true soulmates. Until these obstacles are removed, the connection cannot fully bloom. Before you step into the full truth of your soulmate connection, Archangel Michael wants you to be aware of something crucial. The path to your destined one is not always smooth. It is sacred, but it is also guarded, and at times, blocked. Why? Because anything so powerful, anything that carries the vibration of divine love, attracts both light and resistance. Your soulmate bond is not ordinary. It is cosmic. When two souls are destined to unite, their love becomes a force of healing, light, and higher purpose. It carries energy strong enough to shift timelines, to create change not just in your lives, but in the lives of those around you. And because of this, there are obstacles, some created by life's circumstances, some created by your own fears, and some created by darker energies that seek to delay what heaven has already ordained. Archangel Michael reveals that the first obstacle is doubt. When your heart doubts, when your mind questions whether true love even exists, you create walls around yourself. These walls may feel protective, but they are also barriers that prevent your soulmate's energy from entering. Have you ever noticed that when you expect disappointment, it often comes? When you believe people will hurt you, they do? That is the power of expectation. Archangel Michael says that doubt is like a fog, hiding the path that is already open before you. The second obstacle is fear. Fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, fear of being vulnerable. Many times, these fears are born from past wounds, heartbreaks that left scars, betrayals that left you questioning your worth. But Archangel Michael whispers, your past pain is not your destiny. Do not let the shadows of yesterday steal the light of tomorrow. Fear is an illusion, and heaven is asking you to release it, so that you may walk freely toward what belongs to you. The third obstacle is distraction. Sometimes, life places people in your path who look like soulmates, but are not. They may carry lessons. They may even stir deep feelings, but they are not your eternal mirror. Archangel Michael warns that these false connections can keep you tied up in cycles of confusion. They can drain your energy, leaving you too tired to notice when your real soulmate appears. This is why discernment is crucial. When it is your true soulmate, the connection will not only stir passion, it will bring peace. Love will not just feel like desire, it will feel like home. And then there are darker forces, energy that does not wish to see divine love fulfilled. For every soul that carries light, there are shadows that try to dim it. Sometimes you may feel unseen resistance in your relationships, sudden conflicts, sudden endings, sudden separations. This is not always because you or the other person failed. Sometimes, it is because forces beyond the physical are interfering, testing whether you will trust heaven's timing. Archangel Michael says, do not be shaken. What heaven has joined cannot be destroyed. The light of destiny is stronger than any darkness. At this very moment, Archangel Michael is standing with his sword of light, cutting away the energetic cords that have been holding you back. The doubts, the fears, the ties to the past, the unseen interferences. One by one, he severs them so that your path can finally clear. If you feel chills as you hear this, or warmth across your shoulders, know that it is not just words. It is his presence surrounding you right now. Think about your own life for a moment. Can you remember the times when something you longed for slipped away? When love felt within reach, but somehow collapsed? When relationships seemed promising, but ended suddenly? Those moments may have felt cruel, but Archangel Michael wants you to see them differently now. They were not punishments. They were protections. Heaven was removing what was not yours so that when what is truly yours comes, nothing will stand in the way. Take another pause here. Feel your heartbeat. Notice the subtle shift in your energy. This is the clearing, the preparation, the breaking of chains you didn't even know were binding you. Archangel Michael's command is clear. Let go of the past, because what lies ahead is greater than what you have lost. Imagine for a moment your soulmate walking through their own trials. Just as you have faced heartbreak, they too have faced obstacles. Just as you have cried in silence, they too have prayed for answers. Just as you are being prepared, they too are being prepared. And when the time comes, both of you will meet not as broken halves searching for completion, but as two souls whole, ready to walk together into destiny. There will be challenges even after the meeting, because true love is not without tests. But Archangel Michael promises that every obstacle will only make the bond stronger if you choose to face it with faith. The storms will not destroy you, they will refine you. And with Michael's protection, no darkness can separate what heaven has joined. This is why you are being asked to trust, to believe, to prepare. Your role is not to chase, not to force, not to fear. Your role is to align. Align your heart with love, your mind with faith, your spirit with light. When you do, the obstacles lose their power. They crumble like walls made of sand before the ocean of destiny. And Archangel Michael is reminding you, you are not walking this path alone. Every time you feel afraid, call upon him. Every time doubt clouds your vision, call upon him. Every time you feel blocked or delayed, speak his name. His sword of truth will cut through the fog. His shield of light will guard your heart, and his presence will strengthen your steps. Now take a slow breath. Feel the weight lifting. The obstacles that once seemed so heavy are being dissolved by divine power. Can you sense the shift? Can you feel that quiet hope rising again? That is your soul recognizing that freedom has come. And yet, this is not the end. Archangel Michael says that once the obstacles are cleared, the signs of your soulmate's arrival become even stronger. Undeniable signals that destiny is unfolding right before your eyes. The obstacles have been lifted. The past has been released. And now, Archangel Michael says your path is opening, preparing you for the undeniable arrival of your soulmate. But how will you know? How can you be certain that this is not just another fleeting connection, not just another temporary person who will come and go? Heaven has given very clear signals, markers that will guide you so that when the moment comes, you will recognize it with certainty. These signs are not ordinary. They are divine fingerprints placed upon your journey. The first sign is an overwhelming sense of recognition. When you encounter your soulmate, even if it is the very first meeting, something inside you will whisper, "I know you." It will not be about their face or their voice or the details of who they are. It will be about the energy, the way your soul responds instantly, like a memory resurfacing. You may not be able to explain it in words, but your heart will know. The second sign is peace. Many connections in your past may have been filled with chaos, uncertainty, or anxiety. But your true soulmate will not bring confusion. Instead, their presence will feel like calm in the middle of a storm. Even if the world around you is noisy, when you are with them, it will feel as though time slows down. You will breathe easier. You will feel lighter. Their presence will be a sanctuary, a reminder that you are safe. The third sign is synchronicity. Heaven will align circumstances in such a way that your meeting will feel guided. Perhaps you will find yourself in the right place at the right time, almost by accident. Perhaps small coincidences will link your paths again and again, until it becomes undeniable that destiny is at work. Numbers repeating more frequently, songs that echo your feelings, dreams that show their face before you meet them. These synchronicities are heaven's way of saying, pay attention. This is the one. Another sign is the unshakable bond you will feel, even in silence. With most people, silence can feel uncomfortable, like space that must be filled with words. But with your soulmate, silence will feel natural. You will not need to pretend. You will not need to impress. You can simply be, and that will be enough. That comfort is the language of souls that have known each other for lifetimes. You will also notice growth. A true soulmate does not only love you for who you are, they inspire you to become more of who you were always meant to be. They will not pull you down into shadows. They will lift you up into light. You will find yourself wanting to heal, to grow, to expand, not because they demand it, but because their presence naturally awakens it within you. There will be moments when you feel as though your thoughts and emotions are connected. You may think of them, and suddenly they reach out. You may feel sadness and later discover they were also going through difficulty at the same time. This unspoken bond, this invisible thread, is not something you can fabricate. It is the mark of a soul connection ordained by heaven. And then, there will be signs that only you will understand. Symbols personal to your journey. A word, a place, a song that carries meaning from your past. These things will appear around your soulmate as confirmation. Archangel Michael says, pay attention to what resonates in your heart. For heaven speaks to each soul in a language uniquely their own. Take a moment here. Imagine these signs unfolding in your life. Imagine meeting someone whose presence feels like home, whose eyes carry a recognition that bypasses words, whose presence brings peace instead of chaos. Imagine the way your soul will relax, as though it has finally found what it has been searching for all along. If your heart feels warm as you hear this, if you sense the stirring of hope within you, Archangel Michael confirms that these signs are already aligning. Your soulmate's energy is approaching, and heaven is preparing you to notice every divine marker along the way. But Archangel Michael also warns, you must trust your intuition. Not every strong connection is a soulmate. Some may mimic the intensity, but lack the peace. Some may stir desire, but not growth. Your intuition, sharpened by heaven, will guide you. And when it is your true soulmate, the signs will not leave you doubting. They will leave you certain. Think back on your life. Can you recall moments where you felt guided, as though unseen hands were arranging events in your favor? That same guidance will be present when your soulmate enters. Nothing forced, nothing chased, nothing manipulated. It will simply flow. Doors will open, paths will cross, timing will align. That ease, that flow, is how heaven works when destiny is unfolding. Archangel Michael is saying to you right now, trust the ease, trust the peace, trust the signs. You will not miss what heaven has prepared for you. And there is another layer, something deeper. Your soulmate will not only mirror your heart, they will mirror your purpose. Together, your light will expand. Together, you will be stronger. It will feel as though the pieces of your life that once seemed scattered are now being woven into a greater tapestry. That is why this connection is so important, not only for you, but for the mission your soul carries. Take another pause. Close your eyes if you can. Feel the energy of this truth. Can you sense that your heart already knows it is near? That your spirit is already preparing? That hope is not just imagination, but divine confirmation? That is Archangel Michael speaking directly to your soul. The arrival of your soulmate is closer than you think. And in the next part, Archangel Michael will reveal the exact steps you must take to align yourself with this divine meeting. How to prepare your heart, your spirit, and your life so that when destiny arrives, you will be ready to receive it fully. Now that you understand the signs, Archangel Michael turns his attention to preparation. Because even though heaven is aligning the threads, your soul must also be ready to receive. Imagine a door that is unlocked but still closed. The key has already been placed in your hands, but you must reach out and open it. This is the essence of preparation, the conscious choice to align yourself with what is already destined for you. The first step Archangel Michael gives is to cleanse your heart of lingering pain. Your past may still hold echoes of betrayal, disappointment, or rejection. These echoes, if left unhealed, can distort the way you see love. They can cause you to doubt someone who is genuine, or to cling to someone who is not meant for you. Cleansing does not mean forgetting the past. It means releasing its grip on your present. It is looking at old wounds and saying, "You shaped me, but you do not define me anymore." One way heaven helps you release is through forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about excusing the wrong done to you. It is about setting yourself free. When you forgive, you cut the chains that bind you to that memory. You say, "I will no longer carry this pain as part of my identity." Archangel Michael asks you now, are you ready to release those chains? Can you feel how heavy they have been? And can you sense the lightness that comes when you let go? The second step is to open your heart to love again. This may sound simple, but for many, it is the hardest task. Life teaches us to protect ourselves, to build walls, to avoid pain. But those walls, though they shield us from hurt, also shield us from love. Archangel Michael is gently urging you to open again, to allow vulnerability, to let yourself feel hope without fear. You cannot receive your soulmate with a closed heart. You must trust that love, when it is divine, will not destroy you but restore you. The third step is alignment with your highest self. Before your soulmate arrives, heaven wants you to step into the fullness of who you are. That means living in truth, honoring your purpose, and embracing your gifts. Do not wait for another person to bring you joy, to give you meaning, to complete you. You are already whole. Your soulmate is not coming to fill your emptiness. They are coming to walk beside your fullness. Archangel Michael says, "Shine your light now, and your soulmate will be drawn to it like a flame in the night." The fourth step is faith. Faith that even when you do not see evidence, heaven is working. Faith that even when time feels long, destiny is on schedule. Faith that you will not miss what is meant for you. Archangel Michael warns that impatience can lead to settling, choosing someone who is not your true soulmate just because you are tired of waiting. But when you settle, you trade destiny for distraction. Heaven asks you to hold faith, to trust that divine timing is never late, never early, but always perfect. Another step is to create space in your life. Many souls ask for love while keeping their hearts cluttered with past ties, old attachments, or even unhealthy habits that leave no room for a new connection. Creating space can mean letting go of toxic relationships, clearing your environment of reminders of pain, or even simplifying your routines so that when your soulmate enters, there is space for them to fit naturally. Archangel Michael says, Prepare as though it were already happening, and heaven will honor your readiness. Imagine for a moment, if your soulmate appeared tomorrow, would you be ready? Not just emotionally, but spiritually and practically? Would your heart be open, or would fear still hold it closed? Would your life be prepared to welcome them, or would there be too much clutter blocking the door? Preparation is not about perfection. It is about willingness. It is about showing heaven that you are ready to receive what has been promised. Archangel Michael also emphasizes the importance of prayer and connection. Not prayer of begging, but prayer of alignment. When you pray, you are not asking heaven to give you something you lack. You are opening yourself to receive what already belongs to you. Speak with Michael. Invite him into your daily moments. Ask him to guide your choices, to protect your heart, to reveal the path clearly. The more you align with this divine guidance, the more you will feel the nudges that lead you closer to your. The fourth step is faith. Faith that even when you do not see evidence, heaven is working. Faith that even when time feels long, destiny is on schedule. Faith that you will not miss what is meant for you. Archangel Michael warns that impatience can lead to settling, choosing someone who is not your true soulmate just because you are tired of waiting. But when you settle, you trade destiny for distraction. Heaven asks you to hold faith, to trust that divine timing is never late, never early, but always perfect. Another step is to create space in your life. Many souls ask for love while keeping their hearts cluttered with past ties, old attachments, or even unhealthy habits that leave no room for a new connection. Creating space can mean letting go of toxic relationships, clearing your environment of reminders of pain, or even simplifying your routines so that when your soulmate enters, there is space for them to fit naturally. Archangel Michael says, prepare as though it were already happening, and heaven will honor your readiness. Imagine for a moment, if your soulmate appeared tomorrow, would you be ready? Not just emotionally, but spiritually and practically? Would your heart be open, or would fear still hold it closed? Would your life be prepared to welcome them, or would there be too much clutter blocking the door? Preparation is not about perfection. It is about willingness. It is about showing heaven that you are ready to receive what has been promised. Archangel Michael also emphasizes the importance of prayer and connection. Not prayer of begging, but prayer of alignment. When you pray, you are not asking heaven to give you something you lack. You are opening yourself to receive what already belongs to you. Speak with Michael. Invite him into your daily moments. Ask him to guide your choices, to protect your heart, to reveal the path clearly. The more you align with this divine guidance, the more you will feel the nudges that lead you closer to your. The moment of destiny itself, the turning point when your soulmate finally steps into your life and the divine plan unfolds before your eyes. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when preparation gives way to manifestation. For so long, you have been carrying the vision of love in your heart, walking with faith, trusting the unseen. And now, Archangel Michael says, the time is drawing near for destiny to unfold. The universe does not announce these moments with trumpets or lightning in the sky. Instead, it often begins quietly, like the first rays of dawn brushing against the horizon. A soft stirring inside you. A whisper that says, pay attention. That is how the arrival begins. Michael explains that when your soulmate approaches, your spirit will recognize them before your mind does. You may not even understand why you feel drawn to them, why your heart races, or why a sense of calm surrounds you all at once. This is the soul's recognition, older than memory, deeper than logic. Two souls that have been apart are finally standing in the same moment of time again. Sometimes, the first meeting may appear ordinary. Perhaps you cross paths in a place you never expected. Perhaps it is a casual introduction, a chance encounter, even a brief conversation that does not seem extraordinary on the surface. But within, something sacred is happening. Your soul is whispering, "This is the one." Archangel Michael says one of the clearest signs of destined love is resonance. When they speak, their words will echo in your heart like you have heard them before. When you look into their eyes, you may feel as though you are gazing into something eternal. Their presence feels both brand new and deeply familiar, like a song you have not heard in years, but still remember every word. And yet, Michael reminds you, this recognition does not mean everything will rush forward instantly. Soulmate connections are not about speed. They are about depth. In fact, heaven often allows the bond to unfold gradually, so that both souls can grow into the union without fear. Do not be discouraged if the connection begins simply. What matters is the unseen thread that binds you together, guiding each step forward. At this moment of destiny, Archangel Michael warns you to be attentive. Fear and doubt may try to interfere. Your mind might whisper, "What if I am imagining this? What if I am wrong again?" But deep within, your soul will know. That inner certainty, quiet, steady, unshakable, is Michael's confirmation to you. He also reveals that synchronicities will surround your meeting. You may notice repeated numbers on clocks, messages in songs, or dreams that foreshadow the encounter. You may find yourself in the right place at the right time, guided by nudges you cannot explain. These are not coincidences. They are heaven's fingerprints on your story, marking the pages where destiny is unfolding. Archangel Michael assures you that when the destined meeting happens, you will feel a shift in your life's rhythm. Suddenly, time feels different, days feel lighter, your spirit feels awakened. The things that once consumed your energy no longer hold power, and a new sense of purpose begins to rise. This is not just the beginning of a relationship. It is the beginning of a chapter heaven has written long before you arrived on this earth. The beauty of this divine moment is that it will feel natural. You will not need to force it, chase it, or manipulate it. The bond will unfold as easily as a river flowing toward the sea. There may be obstacles, yes. There may be delays or challenges to overcome. But the thread will not break, because what is written cannot be erased. Archangel Michael also speaks of the courage required at this point. Meeting your soulmate is not only about joy, it is also about surrender. You must be willing to let go of control, to trust the journey, to open your heart fully. This is where many souls falter, because true love requires vulnerability. But Michael promises his shield of protection over you. He says, "I will guard your heart so that you may love without fear. I will fight for your union, for it is blessed by heaven." Now, pause for a moment. Imagine yourself standing in the moment of destiny. You see them. You feel the recognition deep in your being. Your heart is awake. Your soul is alive. And the divine plan is unfolding before your very eyes. Can you feel the magnitude of that moment? Can you sense the way the universe will whisper, This is what you have been waiting for. Archangel Michael asks you not to rush into labels or expectations when this happens. Let the bond reveal itself naturally. Do not try to make it fit into your past experiences. This is not like anything you have known before. It is sacred. It is divine. It deserves patience and reverence. Another truth Michael shares is that your soulmate will not be perfect, nor will you. But the connection will be perfect for your soul's growth. There may be moments of challenge, moments where healing is required, but those moments are not signs of failure. They are opportunities to rise together, to strengthen the bond, to reflect heaven's love more fully on earth. Heaven's design is always purposeful. If challenges come, it is only because your union is meant to refine you, not to break you. And Michael promises that with his guidance, you will always have the strength to overcome. So how will you know that the destined moment has truly arrived? Michael gives 3 confirmations. First, peace. Even if circumstances are uncertain, you will feel peace in your soul when you are with them. Second, alignment. Your lives, though different, will begin to move toward one another naturally, as if guided by unseen hands. And third, persistence. Despite challenges, the connection will not fade. It will only grow deeper over time. These are the hallmarks of destiny. These are the signs that heaven's promise is being fulfilled. And as you step into this chapter, Archangel Michael reminds you of one final truth. You are not walking into love alone. Heaven is with you. The angels are surrounding you. Every prayer you have whispered, every tear you have shed, every hope you have carried, it has all led to this moment. Nothing has been wasted. Every step was preparing you for this divine encounter. Take courage, take hope, and take joy, because the arrival of your soulmate is not a dream in the distance anymore. It is becoming your reality. The story is no longer just a promise. It is unfolding in your life. And very soon, Archangel Michael will reveal what this union is destined to awaken within you. The mission, the purpose, the higher calling that only soulmates can unlock together. Stay here. Do not look away, because what comes next will show you why heaven has brought you to this point. When heaven weaves 2 souls together, it is never only for the sake of romance. Archangel Michael says, the love story you are stepping into is far greater than emotions, attraction, or companionship. It is a divine assignment, a mission written long before your birth. Michael reveals that soulmates are brought together not only to heal each other, but also to fulfill a higher purpose for humanity. Every great love holds within it the seed of transformation. When 2 hearts unite in divine truth, they do not just bless each other, they bless the world around them. Think about it for a moment. The most powerful forces in creation are love and unity. Darkness thrives on division, fear, and loneliness. But when 2 souls step into divine union, their light multiplies. What one person alone could only dream of, 2 can manifest in unimaginable ways. That is why the universe protects true unions so fiercely. That is why Archangel Michael fights for these connections, because they are sacred instruments of heaven on earth. Michael explains that the soulmate you are destined for carries keys that unlock parts of your soul you have never touched before. Just as you carry pieces of healing, wisdom, and energy that they need, they hold codes within their being that awaken your dormant gifts. Together, you form a mirror of heaven's light. And that light has a ripple effect far beyond the two of you. You may not realize it yet, but your union is not just about finding love. It is about answering a call. Perhaps together you will create something that inspires others. Art, music, words, or service that uplifts humanity. Perhaps your purpose will be to heal wounds in your family lineage, breaking patterns of pain so future generations can live in freedom. Perhaps you will be a living example of faith, showing others that true love guided by heaven is real. Archangel Michael says this is why your journey to union has not been easy. You may have endured heartbreak, rejection, delays, or deep periods of loneliness. These were not punishments. They were preparation. Heaven was refining your soul so that when the true union arrives, you will not take it lightly. You will understand the responsibility it carries. Michael warns that the higher the calling of a union, the stronger the opposition against it. Darkness does not want divine soulmates to meet, because their light dismantles fear. That is why you have felt attacks, doubts, and delays along your path. But Michael reminds you, if the opposition has been great, it is only because your purpose is even greater. Pause and reflect here. Can you feel this truth in your own life? The struggles you have faced, the battles you have fought, the prayers you have cried out in the night, they were not wasted. They were the training ground for your mission. Heaven has trusted you with this path because your soul carries the strength to fulfill it. Archangel Michael reveals that when you step into this union, you will notice your spiritual gifts accelerating. Intuition will sharpen. Dreams will become more vivid. Divine guidance will flow more clearly. Why? Because love amplifies divine energy. When two souls aligned with heaven unite, their vibration rises, and they begin to hear and see with greater clarity. This is also why your union will attract attention, both positive and negative. Some will be inspired by your love, drawn to its authenticity, strengthened by its truth. Others, trapped in fear or envy, may resist it or misunderstand it. Michael says not to be discouraged. You are not here to be accepted by everyone. You are here to shine light for those who are ready to see. Your soulmate is not just a partner. They are a co-creator with you in heaven's plan. When you stand side by side, your energies combine into something unshakable. Michael compares it to two wings of the same angel. One alone cannot lift into flight, but together they soar. That is the destiny of your bond. And yet, Michael cautions, this mission requires conscious choice. Love is a gift, but union is a responsibility. You must both choose, every day, to align with heaven rather than with fear. There will be temptations to retreat into old patterns, pride, control, doubt. But Archangel Michael promises to guide you, to shield your bond, to remind you of why you were brought together. He also reminds you of the ripple effect your love will have. When you and your soulmate choose forgiveness instead of anger, others around you learn to forgive. When you choose faith instead of fear, others are strengthened. When you embody joy, others are uplifted. You may not even realize how many lives your union touches simply by existing in truth. And here lies the greatest mystery Michael shares. Your soulmate is not only a gift to you. They are heaven's gift to the world through you. Your bond is a vessel through which God's light can flow into places of darkness. Together, you are not just two people in love. You are a beacon of hope, a living testimony of divine timing and eternal love. Michael now asks you to prepare your heart for this, not with fear, not with pressure, but with reverence. To step into this union is to step into sacred ground. You will not only experience the joy of companionship, but also the awe of partnership with heaven itself. Imagine it for a moment. You and your soulmate standing side by side, your hearts aligned, your love radiating outward. Families healed, hearts encouraged, faith restored, lives touched, all because you said yes to this divine plan. This is the mission. This is the higher calling. Michael urges you, do not shrink back from it. Do not let fear convince you that you are unworthy. Heaven chose you for this union because your soul carries the strength, compassion, and faith to live it. You were not chosen by accident. This is destiny. And soon, Archangel Michael will reveal what comes after the union begins, the tests that will arise, the blessings that will flow, and how heaven will continue to guide your path together. Stay close. Do not look away. The story is only deepening, and the greatest revelations are yet to come. Every sacred union carries within it a paradox. The moment of divine meeting feels like heaven itself has touched the earth, yet soon after, challenges arise. Archangel Michael wants you to understand this truth. The presence of tests in your soulmate union does not mean something is wrong. It means something holy is being refined. Michael explains that the tests come for 3 reasons. First, to strengthen the bond so it cannot be broken by fear. Second, to purify both souls so you step into love without carrying the weight of past wounds. And third, to prove to the universe that your union is ready to hold the blessings heaven has prepared. When 2 souls come together, their light grows brighter. But that very light draws attention from both heaven and from forces that resist it. Darkness will often attempt to sow seeds of doubt, conflict, or distraction. You may feel moments of misunderstanding, frustration, or even silence. But Archangel Michael says, do not be afraid of these moments. They are not signs of failure. They are invitations to deepen trust. Think of gold being refined in fire. It is not destroyed by the flame, it is purified by it. In the same way, your union will be refined through tests. Each challenge you overcome together will make your bond unshakable. Michael warns of the most common tests soulmates face. One is patience. Even after meeting, there may be delays in fully coming together. Responsibilities, distance, or timing may stretch your faith. But patience is not punishment, it is preparation. It ensures that when the bond fully unites, both hearts are truly ready. Another test is communication. Old patterns from the past may surface. Fear of vulnerability, hesitation to speak truth, or the temptation to withdraw when things get hard. But Archangel Michael encourages you to break these patterns. Choose honesty, choose openness, choose love over silence. The strength of your bond will grow in direct proportion to the courage of your communication. And then there is the test of faith. At times, you may wonder, is this really my soulmate? Am I truly hearing heaven correctly? Doubt may creep in. But here is the secret Michael reveals. The soul always knows. Even if the mind questions, the heart recognizes. Trust that recognition. Trust the divine signs that led you here. Now pause and imagine. 2 souls standing together, facing the storm, holding hands as the winds rise. They do not run from the storm. They walk through it, side by side. And when the skies clear, their love shines brighter than before. That is the image Archangel Michael gives for the trials you may face. They are not meant to tear you apart, but to bind you closer. But tests are only one side of the story.